Morning, everyone, and welcome to St. Elizabeth East. My name is Latrina Owens, and I'm the Executive Director for the St. Elizabeth East Redevelopment. I know that many of you were with us last week, just up the street, as we cut the ribbon on Sycamore and Oak, a beautiful new retail village that will be providing economic opportunity to homegrown Ward 7 and 8 entrepreneurs. So I'm starting to like you all regularizing coming to St. Elizabeth. And today we are thrilled to mark another milestone for Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center, a monumental project that will deliver a state-of-the-art hospital in Congress Heights for district residents. Under the leadership of Mayor Bowser, we are delivering for Ward 8 and improving the lives of its residents by delivering on the mayor's promise to bring health care, jobs, amenities, retail, and economic opportunities to this community. And our next speaker is a shining example of the type of opportunities that this project has provided. It is my pleasure to introduce Taryn Lofties, who is a Ward 8 resident and employed with Berlin Steel.
Thank you, Ms. Owens. And good morning, guests and fellow co-workers. My name is Taryn Lofties, and I am a Ward 8 resident. I just live right down the road working on this project for Berlin Steel. Being a member of this community, I am grateful to be working on this hospital so close to home. I can actually see the crane from my backyard. It is an honor, and it gives me hope for the future. A future where my loved ones, neighbors, and community members can receive great care whenever it is needed. This really hits close to home because my family had a close call about 6 years ago on Father's Day. My son, who was 4 at the time, came home from church and was experiencing pain in his neck and couldn't speak and had a loss of motion due to pain. We rushed him to Greater Southeast Hospital, and they figured out the issue but could do no more at that facility. My son was transported across the city in an ambulance to Children's Hospital, which caused a lot of added anxiety and stress to an already stressful situation. There, the tests were clear and surgery was performed, and my son made a full recovery. Amen. My hope for the future is the next family, no matter the issue, will be able to come to Cedar Hill first and get the care and support they need for their family and family members. Mayor Bowser, it is an honor to meet and introduce you, and thank you for making this project possible. Guests, it is my honor to introduce our mayor, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Thank you. Give Taryn a big round of applause. So in the flesh, in his remarks, you see the part of the story of this hospital. A resident who is working on this hospital near his home, and a dad who needed access to quality care for his son. And how with the addition of this hospital, we bring those services closer to home. And so that's why we're all here. So good morning, Ward 8 and friends. Good morning. Good morning. So I want to welcome you to the St. Elizabeth East Campus. As you already heard from our lead executive, Latrina Owens. Please give Latrina a big round of applause. We hosted our council members, we hosted our cabinet meeting at Sycamore and Oak yesterday, and Latrina shared with the team a big number. And that was our total investment just in this campus. And let me just tell you, we'll hit the number, but it was what, 891? 8.68. 896 million point two at St. Elizabeth in Ward 8. That doesn't include all of the other investments in Ward 8, almost $1 billion. So when it's all said and done, we're going to be over $1 billion of new investment on this campus, and I'm very, very proud of that. I know Councilmember Trayon White, our host council member, is here. I know he's proud of that. Please give him a big round of applause. And Councilmember Vince Gray, the Ward 7 council member and former mayor of the District of Columbia. Please give him a round of applause. So we know if you're here today, you already know what this project means. You know what the investment means in Ward 8 and to the people of the Ward 8. And now you also see what it means to DC workers and people who are working on the campus. It means, and I know that the council members appreciate this, that we have kept a promise to DC residents. And that promise is that we would build a first-class, full-service hospital in Ward 8. We kept a promise to our taxpayers, and that was that the D.C. government would get out of the business of running a hospital, and that we would work with a fantastic hospital provider or academic partner to bring first-class services to this hospital, Cedar Hill Medical in Ward 8. So I want to thank our friends at George Washington and in UHS for their commitment to DC. So please give them a big round of applause. And like Taryn said, I took my daughter on a water taxi ride over the weekend on the Potomac. And you could look, of course, and look at our skyline. And my friend asked me, well, where's that crane? What's going on with that crane in Ward 8? And I said, that's our hospital coming up. And so I was very proud of that. And to our construction partners at Turner and MCN and their partners, give them a big round of applause. We want to thank our union partners, Iron Workers 5, Steam Fitters 602, the United Association of Plumbers and Gas Fitters 5, the Sheet Metal Workers Local Union 100, our local CBE partners who have proven what we already know is that we can create opportunities for DC businesses, we can create good union jobs, and we can fulfill our CBE goals right here in Washington, D.C. So I'm proud to say that we've already contracted over $100 million with our local CBEs, including $6.8 million with 7 Ward 8 businesses. So that is good news. So to HOK and McKissick and their entire teams who have helped with architectural design and engineering, we thank you. And I have mentioned, and you will hear from her later, Universal Health Services and Kim Russo, who is our hospital partner here, and we thank them for their continued partnership, project management, and investments in our community. In addition to what I've already said, they are making a $75 million investment in our healthcare infrastructure east of the river. And that will help us operate the new hospital for the next 75 years. To our community members, our ANC commissioners, our healthcare stakeholders who have supported this project, I want to say thank you. And please permit me the opportunity to thank my teams in DC government. Give our DC government employees a big round of applause. I want to start with Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services, Deputy Mayor Wayne Turnage, Ben Stutz, who works with Deputy Mayor Turnage on hospital planning, our Interim Director of Economic Development, Keith Anderson, as well as our Director for DGS, Delano Hunter, and his entire team. And I've already talked about the fabulous Latrina Owens. So let me recognize our partners as well at George Washington University, GW's Physicians Plan, and the GW Board of Trustees for bringing their world-class research and medical professionals to our new facility. And last but not least, a great friend of the district and of children in the district, who is, he wants to retire or something. But before that, he has been insistent and persistent and a very great partner to ensuring that Children's National Medical Center would be in this hospital as well. So thank you, Dr. Kurt Newman. Thank you. So when we open this facility, there will be here a hospital that DC residents will be proud of and can trust, and that will be modern and financially stable. It will be a facility that is integrated with our existing healthcare providers, including 2 new urgent care centers in Ward 7 and Ward 8. This must be inside a council member, because we know that the hospital is at the end of the line for health care. At the front of the line is going to the doctor, eating right, exercising, and getting all of the preventative care that you need, and going to facilities that serve your needs immediately, including urgent care centers. So we want to make sure that the whole system is invested in and supported. There's additional benefits, a gap that we've been urgently trying to fill. And at this center, mothers can safely deliver their babies close to home. Trauma patients can be treated quickly, and residents will come for their full range of hospital, emergency, and specialty care services. In addition to everything else, families will have access to children's, as I mentioned, their emergency department and neonatal care unit staffed by our pediatricians from Children's. The hospital is a promise I made in my very first speech as mayor. Wayne likes to, I like to remember what Wayne said to me, because in my inaugural address in 2015, I said that we would deliver this hospital. And then Wayne sent me a message and said, are you serious? I said, I'm very serious, and we're here today. I knew back then that residents of Ward 8 had been promised a lot, and we haven't always, as a government, delivered on those promises. And one thing about me, if I make a promise, I intend to keep it, including the almost $1 billion we've invested here in the transformation of this campus that will deliver to Ward 8 residents what everybody wants. What everybody wants. And it is part of that promise to have world-class health care. So I'm very proud of where we are today. And with that, we want to hear from members of the council who have been integral in protecting the dollars. And I especially want to acknowledge Councilmember Gray for his efforts to protect hundreds of millions of dollars in capital spending and capital budget, because that's not always promised. And it was protected over many years, and that's why we are able to deliver this project. So with that, I want to acknowledge first our host council member, Councilmember Trayon White, and then we will hear from Councilmember Gray.
Well, good morning. Mayor Bowser gave a lot of acknowledgments, and which I had in my remarks, so hope you all forgive me if I don't go through that whole list again, if that's okay. I did want to acknowledge Latrina Owens for her leadership here on the St. Elizabeth East Campus. Give her a round of applause. Thank you, Latrina. Just a few days ago, we have also celebrated a monumentous moment in this ward by activating some space for small businesses just a few steps from here with 13 local minorities, Ward 7 and 8 businesses right here on the campus of St. Elizabeth East. Give a round of applause for that. That's leadership. I want to thank you, Mayor Bowser, as you kept your commitment, not only to this project, many other projects in the ward, from our 4 recreation centers that we built here, our Ward 8 Senior Wellness Center to be built in Lower Anacostia, and we look forward to opening more grocery options here in Ward 8. But special thanks goes to my friend Vincent Gray. Vincent Gray has been on this for over a decade, trying to ensure that we have quality health care services east of the Anacostia River. When he got back on the council, he called me and told me, man, we need to get this hospital done. And we are here today at top-off ceremony in the next phase of getting that done. So give us a round of applause to our honorable Ward 7 Councilman Vincent Gray. This is what progress looked like. This is a significant milestone for the development of the Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center here with GW Health. Our residents have long awaited for a quality healthcare system. We have some of the highest health disparities per capita in the country east of Anacostia River. And I'm proud to announce today that we will provide those residents with quality healthcare services. It is our goal to build a comprehensive healthcare system that serves all residents, but specifically residents east of the Anacostia River. We've heard over the last, I guess, 4 to 5 years, Deputy Mayor Turnage, will it be a trauma center here? And our answer is simply yes. We will not only have a trauma center here, but we also be providing a number of healthcare services for our residents. And we also heard will be something that our parents can have their babies here on this campus. And the answer is yes. We've been through the struggle trying to provide services for prenatal care and mothers delivering. I had an opportunity to speak with my doctor, Dr. Charles Lloyd, who delivered me at what was formerly known as Greater Southeast Hospital. We no longer have that name anymore, but we still have UMC. But we want to make sure that those mothers who birth their children here have a quality health care system that caters to their needs. Everyone on this project shares the vision of equity and inclusion when it comes to health care. I want to give our workers another round of applause. Give them a round of applause, our workers. I see Calvin Smith, who's also our former chair of our Ward 8 Health Council here. Give him a round of applause. Thank you for your leadership, Calvin. I know that Jern now leads that effort, but we always have been at the table since the Marion Barrier days trying to figure this thing out, and we are a step closer. I had the opportunity to speak to Turn, who's been in this field for 13 years, who's a Ward 8 resident. I spoke to Omar over here. I spoke to Lamont Roberts, who've all gave some work on this project. But I simply say we have to do more. I want to see more D.C. residents working on this project, correct? I want to see more of our D.C.-based companies working on this project, correct? And I know with the leadership of MCN, Build, and also Turner, we're going to get this done. Bad things happen when good people do nothing. But there are a number of good people right here today that's doing a great thing in the great Ward 8. In closing, I want to again thank you, Kim, for your leadership here on the project, Mayor Bowser, and all those Director Hunter. Is that Charles Mann? Hello, what's up, sir? The Hall of Famer Charles Mann. You know we're doing something right in Ward 8 when we look over and see Charles Mann. I had a lucky pitch with that one, man. But everything rises and falls on leadership. And it's a leadership here in Washington, D.C., where it's simply about getting things done, removing all the excuses. I had to tell somebody, I don't want to hear no more about what we can't do. Let's spend our time and energy focusing on what we can do. And today is the opportunity. We say thank you because we're getting it done today. Thank you and God bless. Now we will have remarks from I'm going to just call him Cousin Vincent. Honorable Council Member from Ward 7, Vincent C. Gray. Give him a round of applause as he comes to the podium.
Thank you very much, Trayon. Thank you all for such a wonderful, wonderful introduction and the opportunity for us to talk about what we're doing to have our hospital being able to happen. Isn't that great to say that our hospital is happening right here in Ward 8, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, man. Let's give it up. Anyway, this is a fantastic day for all of us to be able to come together and feel absolutely committed to moving to the next stage that we are moving to here with the hospital here in Ward 8. I am absolutely excited, Wanda and others. What a great day this is for us to be able to come together and say that we are absolutely just saying happy. Anyway, for those who are wrapping arms right now, thank you so much for helping to make this happen. This is a great day. Trayon, I want to thank you for the work that you've done to help make this happen. I want to thank all the other folks who've come together to make this happen. I don't know how many meetings that we have had to be able to get this done, but it has been many, many meetings, and I am excited about the fact that we are here today and now making happen what we might not have happened, and that is happen all 4 opportunities, 5, 6, 10, whatever number of opportunities there are. I'm delighted to see that happening here with us today. So can we have a big applause for Come on, y'all, let's give it up, okay? We are so delighted to have the folks here from the hospital, getting ready to launch the hospital. I also want to, I have to say thanks, Wayne Turnage. Where's Wayne?
Right there.
Where is he? There you are, Wayne. I love Wayne Turnage. No, Wayne is absolutely fantastic. I worked with Wayne for a long time. Back when he first came to be a part of the healthcare finance division and efforts here in Washington. So can I have another big hand for Wayne Turnage for the work? And I got to tell you, I'm going to do whatever I can to be able to say thank you so much to Wayne Turnage for the work that you've done. You worked so hard over all these days and weeks and years to make this happen, and we are now making this happen. So let's have a big round of applause for all the people now who are helping to make happen today, the work that's being done. Thank you all very much. How about a big hand for everybody who's here today? Thank you all very much.
Let's give another hand to Councilmember Gray. Councilmember Gray, we're about to have a love fest on Wayne Turnage because I love him so much, I gave him 2 jobs. Healthcare Finance and the Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services. And he excels like no other. So we're just really proud of his commitment to the district and to health care in Washington, D.C. Now, when we started this, council members, we had agreed on a certain budget and a certain number of beds and a certain number of floors. And they came back to me and said, we want some more, Mayor. So we did it. They made a great case about, since we're making this investment in the construction, that we could go up another floor, so we should go up another floor. We should add more beds, and we should prepare for the growth of our healthcare system, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So with the leadership of the CEO of the GW and the UHS partnership, I want to ask Kimberly Russo to come up and talk about their role in operating this hospital.
Thank you for the introduction, Mayor Bowser, and good morning, everyone. This is an absolute exciting day for Universal Health Services, the DC government, and most importantly, the many residents of this community and across the district that is going to have access to this amazing new hospital. We are simply thrilled to be able to be here today as we embark upon so many important milestones, and this being one that's elevating healthcare in Washington, D.C. to better serve our community. I remember walking the dirt a few years ago, signing the agreement on how we were going to partner to make this a reality. We were here with the mayor and a few other leaders that this vision was going to become a reality, and that is so important. Some of you were even here for the groundbreaking, and now we're here again. We are here again to acknowledge the hard work of so many that you heard from today, but also that are standing here before me. As the last beam goes up, we have to be thankful for all of those whose hard work and dedication is making this a reality. Today, we're here to celebrate the topping out. This is the next major milestone that will be the grand opening in Q1 2025. We will hope to have all of you here as we continue to be ecstatic about the future and how we are going to grow together and develop many more projects for the health of our community. We are simply proud to be a partner with Mayor Bowser and her government on this initiative, which is simply to create an integrated academic medical network of care that meets the needs of the community. We could not do this without our partners. We are so thankful for our partnership with the GW School of Medicine and Health Sciences, the GW Medical Faculty Associates who will bring our fabulous physicians to this campus, and also the Children's National Medical Center, who we have collaborated with in order to make sure we truly transform the healthcare in our city and that we change those metrics that Trayon mentioned, Councilmember White. We have to change those metrics. The development of this comprehensive network will allow individuals across the city, but more specifically here in Ward 7 and Ward 8, to get the right care at the right time and at the right place. We will improve access to health care and create a streamlined system that enhances health equity, but also makes it easier for residents to get the high-quality care that they deserve in the District of Columbia. In addition, we are going to maintain our tradition of excellence and our commitment to research and education, making sure that we continue to train the next generation of healthcare professionals, and that we also dedicate substantial resources to the research and education to drive health outcomes that are better for our residents. Additionally, we are so proud to be able to have substantial commitment to expanding the economic opportunities on the east end of the city. We are making good on that promise with our partners, and we hope to continue that with all of you in the community. As you heard from Mayor Bowser, we have exceeded our hiring and CBE spending goals for DC. And we will do even more before our hospital opens and the doors allow us to deliver care in 2025. The Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center, GW Health, will open in winter of 2025. And we will celebrate the numerous DC residents from right in this community who will be able to walk to work. This is truly an exciting advancement for healthcare and the local community and the economy here in the district. It has taken significant dedication of so many and hard work of many individuals to get this here today. I want to express my sincere appreciation to not only all the government officials, but also to all of our community partners who've supported this effort and help us to continue to shape and transform how we're going to deliver healthcare in this great city. Specifically, I want to thank Mayor Bowser for her trust and partnership with us. I want to thank Deputy Mayor Turnage, as we had many tough discussions to get where we are today, and we're so proud about that. But also Councilmember Vincent Gray, Councilmember Trayon White, Mr. Henderson, and the associated support staff of the city officials. I also want to thank Children's National as well as GW. Truly, without their partnership, we could not be here today and fulfill our commitment and our partnership in this vital effort. But lastly, we're here today to celebrate topping out, and I want to extend my thanks to all of the design and construction workers who are tirelessly working to make this vision a reality for this great community. So thank you to all of you. Thank you all for joining us as we commemorate this very important effort and exciting day to move forward in advancing healthcare in Washington, D.C., our great nation's capital. And at this time, I would like to turn over to Darian Grant, Vice President and General Manager of Turner Construction, who has been a phenomenal partner in building this facility. Darian.
Good morning, everyone. As the Vice President and General Manager for Turner Construction Company, I am so proud to be standing here representing the Turner MCN Build joint venture at this significant milestone for one of the most pivotal projects in Washington, D.C. Today is a milestone where we say thank you to the workforce. So I'm going to pause for just a moment, and I want to say thank you and acknowledge the men and women who show up here, whether it's 100 degrees, whether it's 20 degrees, whether it's snow, rain. I see people walking around the mud puddles right now. We walk right through it because that's what we do to deliver on our promises to make sure these buildings are successful. So thank you to the workforce for everything that you've done. As America's #1 general builder, we see a lot of steel. We see a lot of brick, sticks, and mortar. But you know, I'll tell you what, Mayor Bowser, the energy and enthusiasm surrounding this project is very, very different. It's powerful. It's powerful. And why is that? For me, the one word I use is just impact. The impact that this project is having is absolutely amazing. So I believe it's because of the impact. And so over 650 people, workers, have touched this project site already. And council member, I'll tell you, a number of those people are local residents. That's impact. That translates to impact on local families every day to feed their families. Approximately $100 million in contracts awarded to district certified businesses. That translates to impact on certified district businesses. And when it's all said and done, the amazing impact on quality health care is going to change lives forever, right here for Washingtonians. So Mayor Bowser, Kim Russo, I'll tell you what, we appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this amazing project, but more importantly, we appreciate the opportunity to have impact on Washingtonians. Thank you so much for that. Speaking of impact, I would like to take a moment just to acknowledge the partnership with HOK along with Darryl McKissick and her team at McKissick & McKissick. I will tell you what, the folks over at Department of Employment Services, they have been outstanding partners in this process. And the team over at C2JV has been amazing. But I will tell you, the folks at DGS, really the engine that's been driving this project to date. It's been an amazing partnership. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, to our workers here on site, thank you so much. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mayor Bowser. Thank you all so much.
And so finally, I want to recognize Delano Hunter, who is the director of DGS, and also Deputy Mayor Wayne Turnage, if he would join me at the podium. If there are any questions about the project, we'll take those. Do you have anything else to add about the project?
Thank you, Mayor Bowser. All that should be said has been said. I just want to underscore the CVE participation. We have exceeded our goal to date so far, and over $100 million has been spent with CVE, so we're really proud of that.
All right. Okay, I will take on-topic questions from press first and any community questions on topic. Press questions? Press questions? Yes, one?
There were a lot of healthcare disparities during the pandemic. How do you think the hospital will address them, I guess?
The question was, there were a lot of healthcare disparities during the pandemic and how the hospital will address them. And I think, it won't be a surprise to anybody in this gathering because we have been working on healthcare disparities. There are healthcare disparities, period. Before the pandemic, post-pandemic. There are wealth disparities. There are opportunity disparities. So all of the work that we're doing, that $896 million that we're investing in this project and other ways in our east of the river communities address those disparities. But this hospital is very important because it addresses a real desert where we have not had the council, you may all be wondering why we're talking about where women can give birth. That's because we have not had the appropriate facility for them in more than 5 years. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
I just want to say thank you, Mayor Bowser.
Thank you.
And I also want to say thank you to my council member, Vincent Gray, for making this happen. Thank you for you and your team, Director Turnage and others that have been a part of this. This is a milestone, particularly as you mentioned, because women can give birth at this hospital. My question is, what is the status of the helipad?
Helipad. Wayne, you want to address that?
Yeah, we're moving forward. We expect the helipad to be open when the hospital opens. Yeah.
Okay, so let me invite our speakers up and any interested community members to sign the beam. And that is like the essential element of a topping out, recognizing some of the construction folks can say exactly where we are when we hit that milestone. I think it's getting to the last beam, top beam going up. Thank you all.